Hello everyone, welcome back to Indonesian Student Channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about string format in Python. Very often in our programs, we'll be dealing with numbers. I also cover how numbers works in Python in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out now. So let's get back to the story. As I said before, very much often in our programs, we will be dealing with numbers, but almost as often we will want to deal with text. So in the input box, the user will be giving us some text that we want to interact with. We'll be dealing with some processing on it. We'll be wanting to print some text out of screen, and that is when the data type comes in. In Python, we have got a type of variables called strings, and that are used to contain text like characters, symbols, numbers, or anything else we want. For example, let me give you an example. So here's our first string. I'm gonna call it string 1, and it contains value hello friends. A couple of things about string type of data is they are surrounded by double quotation marks. In my personal opinion, I like using double quotation mark because more than single marks, because I can see it clearly. And in the future, when you write a bunch of codes, I think you will realize how hard to find one mistakes. That is why I want to define it clearly from the very beginning, but again, it's just my personal opinion. You can use whatever one you want. So the strings contains the character H, A, E, L, and so on, including comma and dot. When Python looks at the strings, it knows nothing about it. It does not care what its contents are. It doesn't have any meaning compared with numbers, let's say 40. Does because you can do math on it, for example. Okay, yeah. Another case, you may want to use double quotation marks on the outside and the single quotation marks on the inside. So you might type like this: string underscore with underscore quotes is equal to double quotation mark hello it single quotation mark as me dot double quotation mark, or something like this. If this happens, Python realizes that you are dealing with a string. That is why you can put whatever you want inside it and close it with the same quotation marks. Finally, if you really want to always use the same quotation mark, you can do it. I will try to turn this into a double quotation mark strings, and okay, you can see that these things are no longer part of the string. You can see that they are colored differently. However, if we put a backslash in front of these quotes, Python will no longer treat them as a character used to signal a string. Now they are part of the string itself. It's another way to create string, but I highly avoided this technique because I think it's so confusing, don't you think? Let's just keep it simple and basics for now. When you do this, it's called escaping, just so you know. So okay, example 3. So next I'm gonna tell you about multi-line strings for when we want to print something out that is much longer, so we will have something like this. Let's start by creating a variable called multiline string. oops. Okay. And then we will type 3 quotation marks. Let's say 3 quotation marks in the beginning and at the end. At the end, and then we can print whatever we want inside. If we print this out and we run it, you will see that we get multiple lines printed out. So we've got the hello friends, welcome to Indemi Student Channel. My name is Damario Suyono, and I'll be your partner learning Python. And then we have got another empty line as well. So multiline are very useful when you have much longer pieces of text that you want to print out, and also they can be useful at times as comments. Okay, good. Example 3. The last thing I would like to share with you is when when we add strings together. So if you have got a name such as Damario and a greeting, you can add it to a name, and then we will end up with hello, comma, space, Damario. So I will print it out, these greetings here, and run the files, and you will see that we get hello Damario. So bear in mind, if you do age is 30 and then you try to add this to a string like here, you're plus 30, you will get an error because in Python you cannot add integers and strings together. You must convert this to string first before you can add them together. So in order to convert integers to strings is a very straightforward. You can either add the quotation marks around it, or you can do str and pass in age. What this does is it take in numbers 30. You give this str function which has these brackets around it to accept a value. So you are giving the value to str, and what you get is a string with a value 30. So again, that is for today's video, guys. We will be learning more about converting data from one type to another as we move through the course, through the video. Thank you for your attention, and since it's quite hard for me to create this video, show me your support by pressing the like button, and fill in the comment if you want to discuss some topic regarding Python programming. Don't forget to subscribe because more videos are coming. Yeah, more videos are coming, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.